Welcome back to the Allen County Fair. And you know, one of the fair favorites as far as entertainment is a local guy, Bill Gladwell. He hypnotizes people. And thanks for coming today.
Hey, no problem.
All right, tell us some background. How to begin with, did you get interested in doing this kind of show and hypnotizing people?
Oh, I got interested in high school just for fun, and then right after high school, I went to a seminar by a guy named Tony Robbins. Found out he does hypnosis, got really interested in it, went to the American School of Hypnotherapy, got trained, and came back here and opened up shop doing therapy. And I was doing stop smoking, weight loss, which I still do, stress, whatever you can think of. And somebody asked me to do a stage show, and I said I don't do that, and they said, "Oh, come on, do it." So I did it, and it kind of mushroomed from there. I was getting hired out for Christmas parties and things like that, and the fair, and yeah.
So what's your favorite now, or do you still do both, shows and
I do
The
both.
Office?
Oh, I do quite a bit of The Office. A lot of weight loss, a lot of stop smoking, because that's what people think of when they think of hypnosis. So that's what I get calls for. But people call me for pain control and for stress relief.
And of course, the thing people, always ask, well, does it really work? And does it depend on the individual whether they can lose the weight or stop smoking?
I always tell everybody the smarter you are, the deeper you go. So it kind of urges them along. But no, it does depend on the individual. It depends on how motivated they really are, because it's not a magic bullet. So if somebody comes to me for weight loss, it can't be like another fad diet that they're trying. They really have to work it. I give them a CD that they take home and listen to until they lose the weight, and then they see me 4 times. If they don't come back and see me, if they don't listen to the CD, then no, it's not going to work.
Wow. So how does it work in a show, though? How can you do something so quickly and get someone like under your trance, so to speak?
Well, you have a whole different environment when it comes to the show. It's a lot of peer pressure because they want to act like everybody else up there. But also, people aren't used to being in front of a crowd. So when they get up on stage, they kind of have a little bit of fear of public speaking, of being in front of a crowd, and they just want to escape that. So they find a way through the hypnosis. So I can do it a little bit quicker on stage. Only about 20% of the people would do the really silly stuff that you see on stage. So I'll call 20 people up and end up with like 5 or 6 that.
Really? All right. And I asked you earlier, do you find usually men or women get under the hypnosis better, or?
It's both, really. It doesn't really, there's no prejudice between men and women. It's a little bit of both. For some reason, we get mostly women that volunteer to come on stage. I don't know why, but.
Guys are embarrassed.
That's
probably.
right, yeah.
They're afraid of what they'll do. All right, so you're here at the fair. You've had some shows already, but you have some more coming up, right?
I have 2 tonight, 6 and 10 tonight. I have 2 Friday and 2 Saturday.
All right, and I mentioned that you were from Lima originally, but you moved out of town?
Moved to Columbus back in March. Yes, I did.
All right, and set up shop there and doing well?
I do. I still have a office here in town.
Oh, okay.
And so if somebody calls me, I'll see them here. But if they come to Columbus, that's a whole lot better.
All right. All right, well, we're going to take a break because we also have someone that you have used in your show before, and we'll learn more about the experience and talk more about the show. So don't go away. We're back from the Allen County Fair in a moment. We're back live at the Allen County Fair. We're talking about being hypnotized because Bill Gladwell's here, and of course he has his show throughout the fair. And thanks very much, Bill. And we have now Chad Hughes with us.
Hi.
And, Bill, you've used him in the show before.
About a year ago, we used you in the show, didn't we?
Right. I was hypnotized here at the Allen County Fair last year, right out here beside the Midway, and I did one of Bill's late shows, and it was lots of fun. Bill had lots of fun with me because I've known Bill for a pretty long time now. So. Did
you expect to maybe get hypnotized and be used in the show, or you just went up there for fun?
I just went up there for fun. My friend said I should go up, so I went up, and I was pretty funny. Everybody laughed, and we had a good time with it. So.
Well, tell us some of the things that you did that you remember.
I was a drill sergeant. I remember being loud because I didn't really remember anything until the day afterwards. But then afterwards, I remembered stuff, and I was a drill sergeant, and Bill had me do all sorts of crazy things. So.
Well, and I suppose that's probably one of the things people worry about, too. Oh, sure, I'm going to volunteer, but what goofy things do we make you do? What are the typically things you like to have folks do?
You're going to do goofy things if you come up. That's the show. I only take volunteers, so I take the volunteers that raise their hands, and I don't draft anybody to come up. But, we've had people act like Elvis, drill sergeants. We've had them see a mouse, and put it away. They see people naked, and
I see.
X-ray glasses, and famous person sitting next to them, and all kinds of stuff.
I did all that stuff.
Who was your famous person? Do you remember?
No, I don't. It's been a year.
But speaking of that, will they remember what they do afterwards, or do they have to have their friends tell them?
Their friends will start to tell them, but they'll deny that they were ever hypnotized, and they won't remember a thing. So I usually tell them when they get home and they go to bed that everything will start to come back to them. That way they can remember the stuff they did, and I usually hear about it later.
Really?
So yeah.
But that is part of the thing that you can do. I mean, you can. Do you wake them up? Is that what's the terminology for all this?
Yeah, just bring them out of it. You put them into a trance.
Trance, okay.
And all the trances it's a different state of awareness that you're in. So everybody goes into at least 4 times an hour. So if you've ever been driving down the road and you can't remember how you got the last couple miles, it's a state of hypnosis. So it's something everybody does naturally.
Really?
But you can be talked into it just by relaxing and focusing on the sound of my voice instead of focusing on the lines on the road. Mm-hmm. And when you go into that, it's like a dream. Sometimes you dream every night, but sometimes you wake up and you can't remember what you dream about because you get amnesia about that. When you go into a different state like hypnosis, sometimes you get amnesia. But if I make the suggestion that they're going to remember later, it'll come back to them.
All right. So we're not quite into a sleep then.
Not at all. That's a misconception everybody thinks about hypnosis. You don't go to sleep. You're actually more aware. You can control more things. You pay more attention. You can control your heart rate, your blood pressure, so you're not asleep at all.
Oh, so that's why you can get it to work, because we're actually paying attention to you, and maybe they might stop smoking or lose the weight or whatever.
Yeah.
Wow. I just asked you earlier during the commercial, do your fellow colleagues get mad at you for doing a show and making Chad do funny things? I mean, or...
No, my show is rated PG-13 sometimes, so I really don't have a whole lot of problems from my colleagues because I promote hypnosis in a good way. Now we have some people out there that travel around and they do rated R and rated X shows that just
are not right.
Yeah, they give it a bad name. Yeah.
Plus, we're at the fair, we're having fun. So, Chad, you know, Bill's got some shows coming up here. Would you recommend that people come and maybe even volunteer?
Oh yeah, definitely. If you need relax, that's the thing to do because it's very relaxing. So I might even have to do it again sometime this fair.
So you remember being relaxed then?
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
It was kind of a neat feeling?
Yeah. You catch up on your sleep, and I just felt better after I did it.
No, wait, he said you weren't sleeping technically.
Well, it feels like it, though, because you're so
relaxed. The state
relaxed.
you're in, 15 minutes of being hypnotized is equal to about 2 hours of sleep.
Oh, wow.
So,
I should have volunteered then to be
go.
hypnotized
Well, we
today.
can do it right
I'm
after
behind.
this, yeah.
I'm doing first edition right now, so I'm behind in my sleep. All right, very good. So once again, how long's your show?
Show's about 50 minutes long.
All right, and again, tonight we have 2 shows.
2 shows, 6 and 10, before the Bob and Tom, Friends of the Bob and Tom, and right afterwards.
All right, very good. Then you'll be at the fair for a couple other shows this
Friday
week.
and Saturday.
So thank you very much for coming. And Chad, thank you very much for
Thank you.
sharing your hypnosis with us. And thanks very much, Bill.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks for joining us here on Noon.